Salute! You are now rocking with the best Chip Game Sports TV. Right back at it again. And well, here we go. The calm before the storm. The night before the game. And at the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen. We know what should happen. We know what we want to happen if you're a Dallas football Cowboy fan. What should happen is you should go right up and see Secaucus, New Jersey, and beat down what you would think is an inferior team in the New York Football Giants. But both of these teams have something to prove here. You're both 1-2. You're both in the basement behind Philly and behind the Washington Commanders. The Cowboys really must win this game. And I'm telling you, if they don't happen to win, the panic button should be pushed. If it's me, it's pushed already, because nothing great is on display. You've been embarrassed in prime time 2 weeks in a row. Consistently, the Cowboys are getting embarrassed at home here lately. It's a trend ever since Green Bay came through here last year in the playoffs and put something tough on you. The Cowboys have not shown that they can defend their home team, their home turf, their home field. So what will happen? My good friend PR Cowboys on the Cowboys Huddle podcast this evening on a Wednesday night, show talked about how we may be road warriors. I don't know if that's a fact or not. The one thing, though, is that the coaching schemes need to come up to standard. They need to come up to par. They need to figure something out, and so that they can put the players in the best position to win. However, though, you can't just put it on the coaches. You got to put it on the guys that put the cleats on, the guys that put the pads on, the guys that put the helmets on, the guys that bleed, sweat coming down, tears coming down. You got to put it on these guys. They step up on the field and they should execute what the coaches have put out in practice, what they have laid in and hopefully preached into you, dictated to you, and gave you a formula to win. And so we need the stars. If you got 8 and 9 Pro Bowlers on a team, there's no reason why you can't figure out a way to win. If you got 8, 9 Pro Bowlers, we're the leaders there. Because what we can't do is what we saw on display on last week. We can't bang our hands on the carpet. We can't hang our heads low. We can't attack or hold accountable or whatever you want to call it to your teammate on the sidelines for all of the world to see. You cannot melt down. It's time to man up. It's time to be tough. It's time to go earn those millions that organization pays you. And to end it off like this, there is information going around that Jerry Jones, the owner, should fire Jerry Jones, the GM. And when you look at what we're putting out there on the field this year, it very well may be true. Now, you didn't put a team together during the free agency. You didn't put a team together during the off season. You didn't put a team together before we came to training camp. 2 weeks before it's time to play the first game, you're signing your star wide receiver. Game day morning, you sign your quarterback. If you knew you was going to sign him, you should have did it long ago. And those 20s of millions worth of cap space that you have now, you could have went on and got a piece. Because we see now we need a piece on defense. We see now the defensive line. We see now we need a piece on the offensive line. It's just a fact. We see what we see, and we don't like what we see. Hopefully the Cowboys clean it up. If they don't, I'll still be a fan, but I will now be a realistic fan. I spent most of my life delusional. We could be losing 100-0, and I'll have faith the Cowboys are coming back. We're going to do it, going to do it. That don't exist no more. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I guess. Well, we'll holler at you tomorrow. From now to then, shalom. It's game day, baby. Whoo!